It's a new day. Look, you got a beautiful new haircut. You're a wonderful new woman. Just like I told you last night. Things are going to start turning your way in this trial. Just watch.
He has so much for male intuition. Nora says that I might have to take the stand today.
So, what do? You get up there and you tell the truth.
Yeah, if I can keep my knees from knocking. Ever since Bo stood up in court and went ballistic yesterday,
well, let's face it, Bo is a little bit stressed out lately. Obviously, he and Nora are having a few problems.
Oh, yeah. She's defending me. He stood there just yelling at her, defending Manzo. I mean, I thought that Bo believed in me. I mean, if he's turned against me, what chance do I have?
I don't want to go any closer to that courtroom, or Judge Fitzwater won't just slap me with a contempt charge today. She'll end up throwing me in my own jail. Or what used to be my jail.
You should keep that bitter edge to your voice. It's very sexy.
Oh. Didn't seem to turn on old Fitzy much yesterday, did it?
Well, you have to keep something in mind. You see, you're married to me. That's strike one and strike two against you. And then after your little outburst in her courtroom defending Nick Manzo, well, I think that confirmed in her mind that you are a jerk.
I don't care what the judge thinks as long as Nick believes that I'm on his side.
But you said you were making great headway with him last night at Brody's.
Yeah, I was, until Max decided to play it by the rules, just cut my drinks off. And then that's when Nick left. I was hoping I'd see him here today.
Oh, you just may get your chance. Incoming 5 o'clock.
Well, looks like the two lovebirds have kissed and made up.
After last night, I'm not so sure.
What about last night?
Bo comes into Rhodey's last night, loaded to the gills. And Nora walks in, tries to get him to come home. It was all pretty much downhill from there. I'm telling you, Hank, the guy's not himself.
Well, I guess there's a lesson there somewhere. I mean, the guy tries to play Mr. Noble by resigning from the force, finds out that he makes a mistake, and it's too late to change it.
Oh, when. That's all you ever think about. Even if you end up trashing the career of the best detective that the Landview PD's ever seen.
I am doing my job, Bo. You used to understand that.
Well, your job used to be the law. I don't know when it became character assassination.
Bo. Hey, man.
Hi,
you all right?
I got the mother of all hangovers. I didn't even see you. Listen, never mind.
Hey, you? Well, so much for a two-career marriage, huh?
Yeah, well, we used to be able to keep our personal lives and our work life separate, but...
Yeah, well, listen, maybe you should take some advice and try to save marriage number 2.
Oh, and what, pray tell, would that be?
You know, it's not just Harrison's word against Manzo's. I mean, the evidence proves her guilt. So why don't you just be smart and change the plea? I'll let her cop manslaughter, unless, of course, you want Judge Fitzwater to give her 30 years, and we both know how popular an ex-police officer will be to the other inmates.
A picture really is worth 1,000 words.
Captures the guy perfectly, don't you think?
Oh, this is definitely the David Vickers that I know and loathe. Can you believe it? He thinks that he slept with me, and the world thinks that he slept with Madeleine Elmore.
Yeah, slept with Dorian, his own wife.
Yeah. Oh, I wish I could see his face when he sees this paper.
Well, do you want it? You got it.
hide the paper.
I thought you wanted him to see it.
Well, I promised Dorian I'd let her give him the happy news. That is, if he hasn't seen it already.
Well, I don't think he has. Look at him, he's smiling. Good morning, Renee, and what a beautiful day it is.
A good day for house hunting. You know, I thought you had sunk as far as you could go when you tried to masquerade as Vicky's brother.
Oh, God.
I can't go wrong underestimating you. Find your own table.
And leave you alone with that slug? No way.
Oh, come on. I'm dying to hear him brag about last night. He's not going to even come near the table as long as you're here.
Look, what's more important to you, huh? Getting your jollies or going to this doctor's appointment?
Well, can I do both? Come on, I will meet you at the doctor's in a half hour, all right? Look, this is my payoff for helping Dorian. Come on.
All right. You have your fun, but if he lays one finger on it...
Hey, I love you. And I love the fact that I'm having your baby. And that we are engaged again. Come on, this is where you're supposed to say, me too.
Me too. I thought that chump would never leave. Blair about last night. There's only one word. Incredible! Tina, look at you. I didn't know that you were into horses.
No, they're better behaved than most men I know.
You know, you ought to change your attitude. Take your opinion of David. You were so sure that he was having an affair with Blair.
No, it wasn't an opinion. I would have had proof. If only there was film in the camera. Next time.
There won't be a next time, Tina. You were right.
Look, Todd, I know that she was your ex-wife, and I know that you want to believe... What did you say?
Well, David was having a white-hot affair, and he did stay with somebody at the Bayberry Inn last night. You were right about everything. Except for one little detail. It wasn't Blair.
Madeline Helmore. Who's she?
That's what everyone in Landview wants to know. Maybe I'll get an exclusive. You can keep this.
Wait, Todd. Does this mean you're changing your will, then? Because I didn't get proof about Blair?
Now, look, Tina, no hard feelings, okay? I'll tell you what. If I don't get married and I don't have kids, then we'll keep the will the same, and everything will go to your children. Let me touch your skin. Remember when I touched your knee?
No,
Remember
David,
your knee?
stop it. You
Show
never
me your
touched me.
reaction from last night. Oh,
What are you talking
Blair,
about?
that was incredible.
How you doing, Andy?
I've been better.
I guess I'll be starting soon.
Yeah, lucky me.
Your attorney tells me I'll probably testify today.
Don't let Hank Gannon push your buttons. You have a flash temper.
No. I'll be cool.
Good. So I guess after today, I won't be seeing much of you.
But, Andy, Yeah, you're probably right.
What have you got going with this guy?
Nothing. It's just, it's a tough day for everybody, you know. Just to get on the stand and testify and have to sit here and listen. So, I have such a good feeling about today.
What did I tell you?
What are you doing here?
Not because I like courtrooms. I wanted to see you in action. Want to see a friendly face when you testify?
Is that what we are? Friendly?
Real friendly. Buena suerte, Tonio.
All rise. The case of the Commonwealth versus Harrison is back in session. Okay. I hate these late starts, so let's get to it. Is the defense ready to present its case?
Yes, we are, Your Honor. The defense calls Antonio Vega to the stand.
Antonio Vega.
The commissioner came down to Statesville. He said he had a way of getting me paroled if I helped him find out who was dealing the guns in Angel Square.
So, of course, you said yes to reduce your prison time.
Sure, I wanted to get out. But it was also a chance for me to help out my brother Christian and the others.
So when you returned to Angel Square, who were your contacts in the Landview Police Department?
I only had one. It was Officer Andy Harrison.
Why only Officer Harrison?
Because the commissioner said the guns were coming from the police warehouse, which meant it had to be an inside job. He was right.
And how do you know that?
Because I met the cop. I put the money in his hands and he put the guns in mine.
Would you recognize this cop?
Oh, yeah. It was Detective Nick Manzo.
A little early for happy hour, isn't it?
Back off, Nick. This is just a little hair of the dog. And I don't need a nanny either, okay?
No. No, man, it's not okay. And you're not okay. And it's my fault.
Your fault? What do you mean by that?
Incredible. Doesn't even begin to give it justice. It was like climbing Mount Everest. It was like swimming the English Channel. Blair, it was like pearl diving off the cliffs of Acapulco.
Excuse me?
I always thought sex was a three-letter word, but you added about 12 syllables last night. Where did you learn those tricks? And that massage.
David, have you been drinking?
No. But I am intoxicated. Oh, want to play hard to get? Oh, it wasn't your style last night. As a matter of fact, I should have put you over my knee and spanked you for your style last night. Blair, it is not nice to walk away like that.
David, you seriously need some help.
Right. I got it. We gotta lay low, okay? But after today, I am going to be free of Dorian, and you and I can get together wherever and whenever we want.
David, I understand that you have an active fantasy life, but I will not meet you anywhere, anytime, for any reason. Okay?
Oh, God, I love this game.
Would you get a grip? Oh, there is my aunt, your wife, so if you'll excuse me.
Blair, next time, leather.
Has Casanova seen the paper? Oh, David can't see beyond himself, if you know what I mean. Do you have the diary? I told you it's safe. Blair, I want that diary. I haven't gone through all the trouble of setting David up and then actually going to bed with him just for a cheap thrill. My life depends on this. And Kelly's too. I told you I would bring it to you this morning, okay? Good morning, David.
Where's my check? Sir, I'll get it for you in just a moment. Not that check. Go away.
Charming. Have a little patience, my dear. I'm just as anxious to have this nightmare of a marriage over as you are. And in fact, I have brought everything with me that we need to call it quits. Once and for all.
Look, Linda, I know you got a job to get back to. You don't have to stick around.
I want to. The DA gets to question you next, right?
Yeah, he's probably in there now, sharpening his knife. I mean, Gannon never agreed with my parole from the start. I mean, he'd love to revoke and send me back. Look, Linda, the other night, you know, before you took me back to your place, you said you had something. Something that could shoot the DA's case down. What was it?
Tonio, I would have said anything to get you to come home with me. And it worked, didn't it?
Court is about to resume.
You know, you were right. I should get back to work. Maybe I'll see you later at the diner? Maybe?
Maybe. Linda, what are you doing here? Why were you talking to Vega?
Boy, you talk about an ego. No matter what I told David, he still believes that I made love to him last night. Did you believe it?
Just as long as Dorian sets the record straight. I don't want that jerk thinking that he slept with you for 1 minute. What is taking that doctor so long?
Todd, look, don't worry. I've had regular checkups. The baby's fine.
Yeah, that's what they said the last time. Blair, I'm sorry.
It's no, Todd. Look, I want everything to go perfectly, too. You want a boy, don't you?
I don't know.
It won't replace the one that we lost.
I know that. Still, I can't help it. I want a son.
Excuse me, Mrs. Manning. Dr. Wiley will see you now. All right. So, you coming?
Wait, you want me with you?
Always.
Tina.
Oh, Renee, isn't this disgusting? How could I have slept with him? How could I have married him? You know, he probably was cheating on me while he was my brother.
Yes, darling, he probably was.
Oh, I just can't wait to show my psychiatrist this. David sleeping with both a French woman and Blair.
I hate to tell you, honey, but I told you so.
Well, pour.
Oh, don't give me any ideas. Whose check should I put this on? The champagne was your idea, I believe, Mr. Vickers.
Well, I'm feeling magnanimous. Put it on my bill.
I'd get it from him in cash if I were you, Renee. Yes, I have taken back all of Mr. Vickers' vast collection of plastic. He's going to have his own line of credit from now on.
I wouldn't have it any other way. Why don't you keep the change? So, what shall we drink to, my sweet?
Oh, to new beginnings.
You know, you're being an awfully good sport about this.
Oh, David, as far as I'm concerned, you're only getting exactly what you deserve. And I never dreamed that you would be able to be celibate long enough to collect the money.
Oh, I have a lot of willpower. And I'm about to get 75% of everything that you own. And of course, you'll get the diary and we'll both get our freedom. Now, you did bring the check.
Oh, yes, I did.
What are you doing?
A funny thing happened on my way to the palace. I stopped at the newsstand, and the cover of the Sun caught my eye. Odd, because usually I find these over-bright headlines a bit unappetizing. However, in this case,
Let me go!
Thought I asked you a question. What were you talking to Vega?
What does it matter to you, huh? You got somebody new, maybe I do too. No, let me go!
Remember, you saw that lousy 5-0, Andy Harrison, shoot Ice Dixon down in cold blood. Oh, poor Ice. He was so empty-handed.
Sure he was. After she shot him. After that cop Mansell threw his gun into the river.
Let me refresh your memory. You saw nothing, and you know nothing. All right?
Go ahead. Break my arm. I'll scream and the cops will come running. And what are you gonna do then, huh, Javier? Huh? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna tell your boss when he comes to bail you out of jail? Big man. You're the one who's scared of RJ. You dumped me for his niece, and you think that it's your way to the top, but look at you. You're just his errand boy.
It's not me you gotta worry about. You know, R.J. Gannon has eyes and ears all over this town. You say the wrong thing to the wrong people, and you're dead. Think about that.
Mr. Vega, when you told Officer Harrison about Detective Manzo's alleged involvement in the gun sales, how did she react?
She was rocked pretty hard. He was like a mentor or something.
So, to your knowledge, did she report the crime?
No, she didn't.
She knew about a crime, but she didn't report it? What stopped her?
Objection, conjecture.
Sustained.
Me. She didn't believe me because I was an ex-con.
I see. She didn't believe you because of your criminal record, but we should.
Your Honor.
I withdraw the question. Mr. Vega, after the supposed deal had gone down with you and Detective Manzo, and you had paid him, did Officer Harrison, to your knowledge, did she ever go to Commissioner Buchanan and tell him about the alleged crime?
Like I said, Manzo was like a teacher, a partner. She wanted to give him the chance to turn himself in.
Mr. Vega, did she report the crime?
I told her to. I told her not to trust that lousy dirtbag, man, but
yeah,
she cared about his kids.
She kept it to herself, just like she kept the money from those guns.
That's not what I said.
Your Honor, counsel is deliberately baiting the witness.
Mr. Gannon, a little less Perry-Mason if you don't mind. You're not playing to a jury, just me.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Vega, you don't like the police very much, do you?
Objection, irrelevant.
I will show the relevance with the court's permission.
The court is waiting, breathlessly.
Mr. Vega, how do you feel about the police?
What's your experience, Mr. Gannon? I mean, before you put on your fancy suit.
How many times have you been arrested, Mr. Vega?
Objection.
Overruled.
How many times?
I don't remember.
Really? Well, now, according to this report here, from the time you were 16 until you went to prison at the age of 19, you've been arrested 10 times.
Your Honor, the witness's prior record has absolutely no bearing on this case.
His credibility is central to your case, and you know it.
You yell at me, District Attorney.
Look, if you have a valid objection, then make it a sit down.
What I do know or do not know.
There's no way you would bring, there's no way you would bring a felony if you had a case.
Honor.
I don't need you fighting my battles for me, Bo. I feel guilty enough as it is.
Oh, come on. What do you have to feel guilty about?
I was Andy's senior partner. I mean, I should have been keeping my eye on her and making sure things didn't get this out of hand, you know?
Wrong. Andy was my pet project. I'm the one that put her on this case with Antonio Vega. I'm responsible.
You know, when you resigned from the force, I thought that...
I know, you thought that I believed Andy's story, right?
Well, it's like you said, I mean, you handpicked it. It's her word against mine.
I'll tell you the truth, Nick. I didn't know who or what to believe at that time. I resigned because the mayor was leaning on me, and I wouldn't take it anymore.
And now?
Nick, you and I go back a long ways. I remember when I was first appointed police commissioner. You were there. You were that seasoned veteran. You're the guy that took me under his wing and showed me the ropes. I remember you had quite an attitude. It was all about catching those bad guys and then having to let them go just because some soft-hearted judge decided to let them go. But you see, I could see through the cynicism. I know that you're one of those rare cops that takes pride in what he does. And because of that, I know that you would go to jail yourself before you would ever do anything to dishonor the badge. Right, Nick?
Oh, my God, you and Blair are in on this from the beginning.
Blair? What does Blair have to do with this?
Oh, you know damn well that Blair was in my bed last night.
Really? That bed must have been awfully crowded, David. Blair and you and this, Ms. Helmore.
Dorian, there is no Ms. Helmore.
Really? Then who is the woman in this photograph with you? It certainly doesn't look like Blair to me, and Blair would never stoop so low as to have sex with my husband. I cannot bear your treachery. I am going straight to my lawyer, and I'm going to sue you for divorce on the grounds of mental cruelty and adultery. And you're not going to get a penny of my money.
You call your lawyer, and I hope he's darn good at criminal law, because as soon as I turn the diary over to the DA, all the money in the world ain't gonna save you.
Save me from what?
Oh, please, call my bluff. You'll go back to death row for the murder of Victor Lord, and yes, you'll probably appeal it, but one day, Dorian, you will end up on a cold, stainless steel table, and I only hope that I get to be the person to put the needle in your arm.
Everyone has a fantasy, David. Some come true and some don't.
Why are you taking this so calmly? All along you've been scared that I turn the diary over. The diary. Oh, my God.
Yeah, David, run, you narcissistic, borderline compulsive bondage freak.
Dorian, I hope you cut him off from every penny. I intend to, Tina.
Well, then, what is it? What's wrong?
Nothing, except
Except what?
Well, when the doctor let me listen to the baby's heartbeat, don't laugh, but I knew it was a girl. Look, I'm sorry. I know that you had your heart set on a boy.
No, it's all right. In fact, I was sitting in there, I was watching the doctor give you the once-over, and it hit me. And it wouldn't be so bad to have a girl. As long as she's just like her mom.
Are you serious?
Now, hey, we're fertile, right? So the second kid will be a boy, right?
Todd, I love you.
Oh, now, hey, now, I got a reputation, okay? You do, too.
No, who cares?
Well, you ought to care.
No.
Somebody's mother.
It's not all I am. And I'll show you when I tie up a few loose ends back in Melodor.
It's a deal.
All right. What do you think about maybe getting married in a church this time?
You get struck by a light bulb.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Oh, promise you won't leave me, Sheila.
Oh, honey, I promise.
That's the same thing Marty said. And look, she's not here.
Poor thing. And I think how lucky we are.
The next time you two try to turn this trial into a mud wrestling tournament, the fines will go up. Now, can we proceed?
Mr. Vega, you were in prison when Commissioner Buchanan asked you to work undercover with Miss Harrison. Is that correct?
Your Honor, the witness has never denied where he was.
Get to the point.
Why were you in prison, Mr. Vega?
Fight in the bar. Things got out of hand.
Out of hand? Well, now, that's one way of saying that you crushed a man's skull with a pool cue. You were in prison for second-degree murder, weren't you? Within 24 hours of your release on parole, you killed again, didn't you?
That was self-defense. He shot Luna Moody, and he was gonna shoot her brother if I didn't.
And you took the law into your own hands, and you killed him, didn't you? Yes or no? Mr. Vega, how would you characterize your relationship with Miss Harrison?
There is no relationship. We work together. That's it.
Really? May I? Thank you. Mr. Vega, is this part of your job description? Your Honor, People's Exhibit 14, just two undercover officers working hand in hand. Isn't that right?
Your Honor, what is the point of this?
The point is to show how closely they were working together.
That is totally irrelevant.
It is very relevant.
Your Honor.
Excuse me.
Sit down, Miss Buchanan.
Mr. Vega, were you in love with Officer Harrison?
No. She's just another cop to me.
Just another cop? Your Honor, People's Exhibit 15. This is a deposition taken from a Miss Katie Hidalgo. She testified that she saw Officer Harrison spend the night on the 20th of September. Can you deny that?
No.
Then thank you very much. Thank you very much.
There's
no further questions.
Between me and her.
Mr. Vega.
I'm telling you, man, she means nothing to me. All we do is work together.
Vega, one more word and I will have to hold you in contempt. You may step down.
You're Latino, you're from Statesville, you get the shaft. Linda, I thought you were gonna work. Why are you still here?
Order, Miss Buchanan. Are you ready with your next witness?
It's over, isn't it? There's nothing I can do.
It's not over until I say it's over, and there is something you can do. Tell the truth.
Miss Buchanan, either you are prepared to go on or you are not prepared to go on.
Yes, Your Honor, we are fully prepared to go on. We are very eager to tell our side of the story. The true story. Call Andrea Harrison.
I was worried about you. I know how lawyers can twist things and make it seem like you did something wrong when...
You understand me, don't you? You know, I just try to tell the DA the way it is, and he just don't care. No, he's got to play to the good people of West Landview. I might as well enjoy my freedom while I got it. Linda, what happened to you?
Javier. He thinks he owns me. But I got news for him. I'm nobody's property. You still need somebody to back up your story?
I need the truth.
Here's the truth. I was there at the docks the night Auntie Harrison shot Ice. And just like she says, he was packing. She didn't shoot no unarmed kid.
You're right. The badge is my life. My wife, My ex-wife, she used to call the job my mistress.
Yeah, wives. You know, some wives just can't take it. Long, lonely hours, never knowing.
Yeah, well, the only thing she couldn't take was my lousy paycheck. And then that real estate broker came along with the big smile, fat wallet. She was gone.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
No.
At least you know that the living you make is on the up and up. You make a difference to those people that are out there, especially the kids. That's what keeps you going, isn't it? Knowing that you make this city a little better, a little safer to live in.
Forgot to mention, the hours suck.
Trouble?
No, just some personal business. I'll be right back.
Club Indigo.
I told you not to use that number.
Hello. Just shut up, all right? Listen. RJ's got a shipment coming in tonight down at Dock 12. He wants you to make sure the place is clean. No cops on patrol, is that understood?
You tell RJ for me I am not at his beck and call.
What do I care, man? We don't take orders around here. Just do it, all right?
I got a split, man.
It's not your kid, is there anything I can do, Nick?
No. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing anybody can do.
Sheila, that little girl, her name's Paloma, right?
Why do you want to know?
Well, I've seen her with Marty, that's all.
Yes, her name is Paloma, and she's very ill. Anything else?
Not from you. Hello.
You're not a doctor.
No. You're a smart kid. I'm a friend of a friend. Marty Saybrook.
You know Marty?
Yeah.
She promised to bring me back a puka from Ireland.
A puka? What's a puka?
A magic horse. Guess what the puka thing is in? Right here. I never got a telegram before. It says Ireland's pretty, but my puka can't wait to come to America and meet me. I just hope Marty brings him soon.
Look, I don't even have time to talk to you right now, but I just wanted to let you know that I love this new ad campaign, so keep up the good work.
Pretty clever, aren't you, Blair?
Just a minute. What are you doing here? Just get out.
No more games. I want that diary right now.